that the creativity killer is definitely overconsumption of media and overconsumption of social media, just like the thief of joy is comparison. You know, we live in a time when it's so easy to sit down and consume 1,000 images. You can escape on Pinterest or Instagram, and I know for myself, I love to sit down and look at Pinterest for an hour, and I think that I feel really inspired. I start in a place of inspiration, but I find that that feeling of inspiration quickly turns to a feeling of being overwhelmed. And I'm looking at all these beautiful apartments and beautiful shops and beautiful artwork, and I'm thinking, I can do that. I want a little piece of that. I'm really inspired. But then I find myself thinking, wait, I don't know where to start. Do I want this look or that look? And I'm sort of overwhelmed and lost. And even worse than that, I can't hear my own artistic voice. I don't know what I really feel and what I really want to create. And I just feel overwhelmed by the really loud sort of clamor of all these images. So a few years ago, when I started the blog and then the YouTube channel, I found that I actually had to go on a little bit of a social media diet. I had to put blinders on and stop myself from looking at Pinterest and Instagram, at least for a little while. And the reason I decided to do this was I was posting photos to the blog, and I would look at them and think, these photos are muddled. I don't really see myself in them. My artistic voice has been clouded, and at the end of the day, they just look like a bad copy of someone else's work. And that's exactly what they were. I was just so influenced by the photos and images that I was consuming online. And while there's nothing wrong with being influenced by other artists and photographers and the other media that's out there, in the end, you really don't want to be a copy of someone else. The most interesting thing you can be, of course, is yourself, and that's true of your art. So you want to create your own art, not sort of a version of someone else's. And while you might copy or emulate as you learn, eventually you really want to tune into your own creative voice, and that's really what I had to do. And taking that break from social media was so valuable to me, and pretty soon I started seeing a big difference in my photos, and I saw my work really improve. So I guess what I'm getting at with all this rambling is that if you are feeling lost as an artist, my suggestion is this: shut down all that noise and all that visual clutter, even if it's just for a few days. And secondly, do not underestimate the importance of daily practice. As the weather gets colder, try to get outside over the next few weeks and sketch what's around you. It could be the house across the street, or the building that you work at, or the flowers in the field. It doesn't really matter what it is. Just a sketch a day will go such a long way. Do it for 1 week and see where you are at the end of 7 days. I'm gonna do the same. I have found my voice, I think, as a photographer, but I still struggle as a painter and a sketch artist. I will be out collecting flowers and drawing them, and I'll let you know how it goes. Thank you so much for watching this video today. If you enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe button. And if you are looking for a more instructional tutorial, just check out my channel because I now have over 100 videos. See you next week.